We love our pets. They're our best friends as we navigate life's ups and downs with a wag or a purr just when we need it. The Royal Veterinary College is there for our pets, home to Europe's largest small animal referrals hospital, with over 200 specialists providing expert care 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. The bond between a pet and their person is worth fighting for, and that's the belief that inspired the RVC Memory Tree, a beautiful handmade sculpture standing in the heart of the RVC Small Animal Referrals Hospital, adorned with gold, silver and copper leaves, each one engraved with the name of a beloved pet, and each one funding the extraordinary work happening there every day. For just £10 a month, you can dedicate a leaf in the name of your pet, celebrating your pet's life, whilst also helping to fund life-saving treatment and care for animals in need. Visit rvcact.com/memory tree to dedicate a leaf today and let your pet's memory live on.
Hey, my dog lovers, stop picking hairs off your jumper and listen up. The National Dog Survey from Dogs Trust is back, and whether you have your own dog or just admire them from afar, we want the full scoop. From the joyful moments that make you laugh to the soggy splashed-filled ones you'd rather not relive. Just 15 minutes today could make a huge difference for the nation's dogs of tomorrow. Join our muddy trousered community by searching Dogs Trust National Dog Survey.
On this week's episode of The Final Frontier.
Winning the Apprentice will change your life.
Okay, well, you need to give me the inside scoop for when I apply.
For sure. I knew going onto that show exactly who I was. So you call it insignificant, I call it my livelihood. So watch your mouth. I do think I've slapped the patriarchy in the face.
When people watch these kinds of shows, they don't know how difficult it is.
It's giving prison. Like,
it's
really
giving
is.
prison.
Like, the only thing that could take me out is a shark or a croc. That's it. Those are my only two fears in this life.
Oh, thank you for joining me.
Of course.
This is like a big deal for me because I'm a big Apprentice fan. So like seeing you in real life after, I'm pretty sure during the season, I like DM'd you and was like, you better win.
Really? Yeah. Okay, I need to check my DMs. But my DMs blew up during that whole time of so much public support.
Of course. For me, like, I think episode 1, no offense to the other candidates, but I was like, you and Ross in the top 2. That's
really?
what I like. Hands down, that's what I wanted.
That.
I mean, I am always biased a little bit because I'm always like, we need like the girlies and the people of colour to like succeed, especially in the context of The Apprentice. Yeah, I was like fully like team you from the start. So thank you for joining me.
Honestly, I haven't done a podcast in so long. I love being on a mic. Like, this is my power move. And I just got in trouble from like Lord Sugar saying, who's packing the boxes? Who's putting the orders out? You're getting complaints about late orders. So if you're going to do all these podcasts, then who's going to pack the orders? So I took a break and now I'm back. I love it. Thank you for having me.
No, of course. I'll help you pack the boxes after this. We'll get it sorted.
Straight to the warehouse.
I mean, the first question I want to ask you is, obviously you've appeared on this like major reality TV show. Is there a reality TV moment that made you think, I want to be on a reality TV show?
I think for me, the problem is like my management kept telling me, you were born for TV and you're on these like little screens on people's phones and TikTok and people love you. But like, you have a TV personality. People need to know who you are. Mm-hmm. And as long as you stick to social media, you'll always be the girl on TikTok. But we need you to be the girl on TV because you've got this personality that TV would love. Mm-hmm. So at this time, I'm just thinking, you're just gassing me up. Like, honestly, I are you being for real? And he was like, try something. You know, try something. I did put my phone on silent in front of you right now.
I actually saw you put it on silent. Maybe it's Lord Sugar.
Let's find out. It's my fiance.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm so sorry. Okay, it's going on airplane mode. Won't happen again.
That's okay.
I literally put it on silent in front of you.
I'm so sure we're not even going to edit that out because it's cute.
But that was my fiance.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. I know, a lot going on in my busy little life.
Yeah, you are busy. Also, from what I have seen on social media and what you've sort of said, like after winning, the business has blown up even more than it already had.
I know, I don't know what the prediction was initially, but I remember going into episode 11, the interviews, getting absolutely grilled by Linda Plant for putting down 800,000 by year 3. We are very much close to surpassing that number 3 weeks. What, not even,
God.
like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad. Like, yes, those predictions are based on not even winning The Apprentice. Winning The Apprentice will change your life.
Mm-hmm.
There's your hook.
Yeah. I mean, it's mad though, because sometimes I watch those interviews. Firstly, the interviews is like my favorite bit because I get angry. I get mad at how some of those people talk to all of you as contestants. But like, I feel like with your business plan, they really didn't understand like the power of TikTok and the power of like social media influencer stuff. Like, they're very old school business people. I get it. They're looking at the numbers, they're looking at the spreadsheets, and they're saying, well, this is how you grow this kind of business. But like, how did you sort of convince them that like social media was the way forward?
I think what it is that every time the show is coming up, like coming closer, what do? They put it on every social media platform ever.
Yeah.
But then you cannot dismiss social media as a massive marketing tool. But when it's convenient for you, it is. And when it's not, then it's just a girl on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that. Because I feel like even going on to the show, I didn't tell any of the candidates that I am a social media creator. Why? Because I was already scared that they're going to just write me off as this girl who makes videos, silly little videos online.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of that in the past. But what people don't realize, it was a part of the blueprint. I wouldn't have started it 10 years ago if Kishkin wasn't written in the stars for me. I knew from a very young age, this is what I'm going to do, which means I first have to make a name for myself, launch a brand, and then people will trust it and people will buy into it.
Mm-hmm.
I meet so many people day to day now that have started a brand and have no following, no personal brand, no recognition, and they find it hard to move a single unit. And the reason is I have 10 years to back me, and that can't be ignored. It can't be dismissed. Yes, going on The Apprentice changed my life in terms of viewership and the eyes on me, but we're already a business. We're already doing well. People know we exist. We have transformations. We have before and afters. We have loyal customers. And that's what convinced the next 10,000, 50,000 people to purchase, because we already exist.
I'm obsessed with you.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
The way that was like a full like TED Talk inspirational speech, I was just listening and being like, you're right. I should believe in myself more.
I think a lot of people wanted me to be like this starry-eyed girl, but I knew going onto that show exactly who I was. And I was like, I'm either going to win it. I've not even watched the show, right? So if they say something to me, I'll say, well, I've not even watched it. So yes, I made a mistake, but it's my first time here. A lot of these people have been watching it 20 years and they mucked it up. So I think had I ever been brought back to the boardroom, which I wasn't, I would have said, well, you know what? The advantage here is I have no idea what I've got myself into and I'm still doing a pretty good job. So I like prepared myself for that, but like not to sound like arrogant or whatever, but I knew in the interviews they were going to break my spirit and they very much did. I'm the only one that burst out into tears and threw a fit that day. It wasn't Ed, but I was broken that day. Wow. I've had no one speak to me like that in a long time because I've built a respectful name for myself. And the fact that I was told that what I've done is insignificant, so minute compared to what Lord Sugar's used to, I was like, okay, but it's my bread and butter. It's my day and night. So you call it insignificant, I call it my livelihood. So watch your mouth. Like, not like that, but almost yes, but, like that.
Yeah,
please.
No, that's so fair.
You know, I'm just a nobody from nowhere and I've built something that has become significant. So I did get very upset that day, but that really fueled me. As soon as it all wrapped up, I said, let me prove I'm wrong. You know, and since then, Lord Sugar said to me multiple times, well done, like no one's done numbers like you.
I mean, that is like a real badge of honor, isn't it? Like from the actual like man himself to sort of pat you on the back and say, you're killing it. Like, how does that feel getting not just the approval from winning the show, but like the approval from him afterwards? Like,
not to sound, you know, but I do think I've slapped the patriarchy in the face. Like, I've out-earned all the men that have been on that show, won on that show. Like, I feel like I've proven myself in ways and I've been underestimated constantly. I'm a brown girl. I'm not perfect on social media. I don't look like the other girlies on there. Like, reality show-wise, like, I don't look like I'd be on a lot of them. You know, it does come down to what you look like. Unfortunately, it is a bit of a controversial one, but The Apprentice was really the only place I'd be taken seriously despite of what I look like. I like that because it meant my brain goes further than what I look like. My appearance, my brain matters.
For sure.
And I'm a smart girly and I was like, let's talk about it.
It's such a good point actually that you raised, because in terms of like reality TV competition shows, The Apprentice is actually one that has had quite a diverse range of winners, of finalists, as opposed to like other shows I won Drag Race eventually, but I'm the only winner from the UK who is a person of colour to have won that show.
That's amazing, by the way. I am a new watcher, but I love it.
Oh, thanks. But like it is like predominantly sort of like white finalists and white winners, even in that context where it's just about like different forms of performance. So like to watch something like The Apprentice and for like young people to be able to see themselves represented in you as a winner, as someone who like went through all of these challenges, as you said, never ended up in the boardroom like a bunch of other people did, and sort of represent them. That must be amazing.
From King's Cross Station to here, I kid you not, every person of colour stopped me. Some high-fived me, some dapped me up. Some just said, girl, you're that girl from The Apprentice.
Yeah.
It really feels like a personal win for people that look like us.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
It's huge. And it was quite nice to see as well, because I think Pasha also as well is of colour, and Dan as well. So like in that room, I thought like the strongest people who were most likely to sort of get to the final were the people of colour. And that's quite a big deal.
It is. And it feels like, you know, there's a lot of conversations surrounding this topic. And again, The Apprentice gives you a platform where who deserves and who doesn't deserve is public. You know, like you just said, I don't mean to, you know, sound arrogant here at all, but you said from episode 1, you stood out to me. And for me, it's like, I don't want it to be my luck or my looks or my, you know, my follow account. I want it to be my intelligence, my business acumen. So I feel like the fact that it's a show that respectfully puts you on a higher platform, gives you an opportunity. No shade to the other shows. They're all entertaining. I watch Love Island every night. So, you know, I have no shade for it. And I just think The Apprentice is one of them where you can come across intelligent. You can still be a fashion icon if you want to. Face card always eats, you know, but you can also have a brain and do your bit.
Absolutely. I can't imagine what it's like actually getting up. Like, what time are you getting up in the morning to like put the mug on?
So 4:30, 5 a.m. is standard timing, unless it's a cooking task, which is then 2:30 in the morning. Bear in mind, I'm sleeping at midnight, 1 a.m. I'm, you know, sneaking outside in the middle of the night to like come up with a game plan for the next day, ground myself, think about how it went, think about who I'm coming for the next day. Like, there's no sleep involved.
That's awful. That must really put you on edge as well.
For me, I thrive under like anxiety. Like, give me an environment where everything is at risk and I will perform. I've always been that way.
Oh my God.
Yeah, which is why I always like leave like 24 hours before an exam to study, because I know I'll get it together. But give me like lots of time. I'll wait until I'm late for something, because then that's when I'm the best.
Were you good in school then as well?
I was good in school.
Okay.
I was a smart girl, yeah.
I feel like this all feeds into like the path as well.
Yeah.
Having that like academic background as well. It's not just the TikTok, the social media stuff. Like there's everything else sort of going on up there as well.
Sometimes I do wonder, like, how much do people actually know about me? Like, what do people think my storyline is? Is she a college dropout? What is it? Like, what do people go based off? You tell me, actually, this is interesting. Based off what I look like, or what you've not heard, but what you see based on social media. You said, like, you know, you've seen my social media. What would you think is my story?
That's sort of quite a difficult one to answer, because obviously I know from The Apprentice that you have got this science background. So I know there is that sort of academic element in there, which is weird because I did just ask you if you were academic knowing what the answer was, but still. But I guess based off social media, because it's about sort of like skincare and that kind of thing, that like influencer vibe, you wouldn't assume that there's that like knowledge base behind everything that you're saying. But I think yours is slightly different in the sense that you do sort of like bring like a little bit of an informative edge to it. So it's still fun. Like you'll catch me off guard being like, oh my God, like guess what just happened? And like get that story hook in there. But then also like when you're talking about products and things, you do get more information than you would usually get. On first glance, you would think another influencery type, but I think you've got a different edge.
I would hope so, that the public even saw that she's coming from a place of experience. And I believe that, you know, and some people don't agree with this, but experience over education. Nothing I learned in my degree and nothing I learned in school prepared me for the world of business, the world of science, all of this that I'm in now. Honestly, it was all real life experiences, losing money, learning lessons, expensive lessons, and figuring it out day by day that put me in this position now. And I believe, like, despite of all the other candidates having watched the show, the only edge I had is I had built it from scratch by myself, from logo design to campaign to shooting to camera camera work, editing, because I was so hands-on with everything because I couldn't afford the staff. I was prepared for every episode of The Apprentice.
Oh my God, literally. Like even when you were sort of doing the advertising challenges and stuff like that, like the knowledge was there, as you've just said, from like you had to like film and edit and work all of this stuff out for yourself. I feel like this episode of the podcast is just me fangirling about how much I wanted you to win The Apprentice, which is true. But I know you've also spoken a little bit about how some of the process was difficult, not because you found the challenges difficult, because you nailed them, but there are like social dynamics going on in the house that make it harder. You can see that when sort of Rothney comes back and you're like, so pleased to see her because she was someone that you really depended on during the process.
I think the nature of the show is everyone finds one or two people to latch onto. Those become like your emotional support systems in the house. And then if they go home, it probably shatters your world, which is why I feel for everyone that lost a person in there. Like, I know it sounds really dramatic, like someone's just gone to war or someone's dropped dead, but no, genuinely speaking, it's like, you know, they're on the outside and you'll see them, but in that very intense environment where, you know, you don't know what to eat, you don't know, you've barely had any sleep, you just need to speak to someone, you miss home, you just need someone that reminds you of home and is that little piece of home. So yeah, for me, that was definitely Rothney. And like when she went home, I didn't know who I could turn to. These people are my competition. I love all of them, but would they all throw me under the bus to win? Yes, they would, because we're all here for this. And like, you got to suss out the competition, and you got to realize that there's a very like small chance of us having a lifelong friendship after this show, because we're all busy people with busy lives, and we only have this one thing in common, most likely. So whereas me and Rothney, we had a lot in common. Our family backgrounds, our, you know, everything, like our economic backgrounds, all of it, you know, made sense. And that's why we just got on so well. And both of us were there to play a clean game. And not everyone could say that.
I know that feeling. I definitely know that feeling. It's so interesting because I did Drag Race twice. The first time I lost, the second time I won. And like the second time, the person that I sort of latched onto the most as like emotional support, we were the final two. So like I had that person all the way through, and it makes it so much easier. The first time, the person that I latched onto, we had a big break because COVID happened basically the first time I did it. So we all got sent home. When we came back, the person that I was like closest to wasn't allowed to return because they had COVID.
Oh, okay.
So I crumbled. Like immediately, I was expecting that person to be there and they weren't there. And I just lost it. Whereas the second time, having that like support as an extra boost, it was a huge deal. It really does.
Even a little chat after it all, you know, or just a little eye contact in the boardroom, it can give you the morale boost that you need. Like how many times Rothney's looked at me and she's like, fight. Like she's just said it, like, you know, mouthed it to me. Or I've looked at her and I've said, like, don't you stay quiet in the boardroom today, you know, or something like that. And we are just like, really, everyone had that. Everyone had that. And then one person that they turned to, no one's strong enough to get through that process with a single person. You need someone. You really do.
Hugely. It makes a massive difference. I feel like when people watch these kinds of shows, they don't know how difficult it is. Like you don't have access to your phone. You're not calling people. You're not checking in with people from home. Like we got locked in a hotel room every night, couldn't leave, couldn't go outside. Like no way of sort of escaping the bubble. Like it does feel like a bubble. It's your whole world while you're there.
No, literally. And you're like excited if there's a knock on the door because you're like, oh, there's someone new to talk to or something. And it's giving prison. Like it really
giving prison.
Because you're not even allowed pen and paper. It's contraband for us because you could write down improvement notes or something. And you're not allowed that. Obviously not allowed any phones, no internet, no nothing. And for us actually, until halfway or at least until a certain point, we didn't have TV. So like everyone was genuinely going mad. Like how many board games are you going to play with these strangers?
Oh my God, you didn't have
and
TV
like
at
there was
all.
like a passive aggressive, like even you're playing like card games and there's like a passive aggressive undertone from someone or somewhere, whatever. I don't know. Like there was always something going on, you know? And it's just like, I can't be asked.
Going through that whole process, it must be difficult. But was there a point where you're like, I'm 100% certain that I've won The Apprentice? Like I know you had that. When you went into it with that, like, I'm going to win. And I recognize that feeling because that is a big driving factor. But like, was it when you heard Anne call, you were like, oh, I've won because that's terrible? Or was it like right at the start? Like when did you know, like, I've got this in the bag?
It's so weird because like so many people are like, from Hong Kong, I knew it was you. Or from Task 4, I knew it was you. I didn't even know until 2 weeks before the final have I won. I had every reason to believe it's 50-50 or that we could both win or that I win. But I packed clothes for 4 episodes.
Wow.
I didn't think I'd get that far. I've never watched this show. Everyone here has an advantage over me. From Boardroom 0, which is the first time you meet everyone officially and you all stand in front of Lord Sugar and tell him very briefly what your business plan is. I looked around the room and everyone is fierce, suited and booted and ready to go. And I just about fit into this like massive like shoulder padded suit that I ordered online that came the day before. Like I was not ready. And I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm going on. And I didn't have a single idea what I'm getting myself into. I didn't even know that Tim and Baroness Brady follow you so closely. When I say I probably should have watched a little bit more going in.
Yeah, maybe like an episode.
Yeah, no, I watched TikTok snippets and I thought that would be sufficient. But like I was so lost. And then episode 4, I do well. But again, the other team has someone that's doing well. And then like in the boardroom, I wouldn't be someone who's very vocal. It would be like someone's having a chat with Lord Sugar, then he's going to someone else. I haven't really been brought back, so I haven't really had to fight my corner. So I was a bit like getting through it. Everyone had Final 5 in mind. I still remember first day in the Apprentice house, people are like, who's your Final 5? Who's your Final 5 prediction? And I was like, what are we basing this off? I haven't even learnt your name yet. Like, honestly, what are we basing this Final 5 prediction off? And then I realised it's based off body language, confidence, how people speak in a room, how they spoke in Boardroom 0, what they're wearing, you know, how you would generally judge someone on a train or on a plane. So that's what it was based off. And I was in nobody's Final 5 prediction because I was genuinely the quiet girl in the corner who everyone was referring to as this lone wolf. And I am not a lone wolf. I need a pack. Like I travel with people anywhere and everywhere I go. I don't like being by myself, but everyone's like, yeah, she's a bit of a lone wolf, that one, a bit mysterious. I'm not. I'm a tell-all. Ask me a question, I'll tell you my life story. Like I'm a podcaster's best dream, trust me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm an open book. So had anyone asked me, I would have told them, oh, by the way, this is the currency in Hong Kong, this is the language they speak, this is how you say hello and how are you, and I would have given it, but no one wanted to chat to me in Hong Kong, so I was like, cool, it is what it is, cool, let's get on with it. But up until I got the phone call that I've won, I did think it could go either way. I had no confidence that I've won from any point, like, oh yeah, easy, I've got it in the bag. People were telling me you do, but I didn't believe it. Also because I was told to lay low on social media once the show came out because they can't afford a scandal. They can't afford someone getting cancelled. If I win and then I'm cancelled for whatever reason on social media, they can't have that look. That, you know. So I was told to lay low, but I was an exception to that rule because it's my life and it's my bread and butter and it's what I do every day. Before the show, it came before The Apprentice and it will go on after The Apprentice. So no. So I did decline that and I said, I'm sorry, I just can't. Yeah. You know? So I thought maybe I'll lose it because of that. Because I didn't stick to the rules of not being active on social media after the show. So I thought that would cost me it.
I mean, you really won. Everyone did really well. This is no shade to like the other contestants, but like you really, really won. And like you absolutely like ate that final episode up. Will you watch it now? Like, will you watch the next series of The Apprentice? Having never watched it before, are you going to be addicted to the new series?
I think so. I think because I've now seen how it goes and how it works out and how production is involved and how I have so much grace for everyone that goes on. Like, yes, as a viewer, you're probably watching it thinking, I could have done better than that. But maybe they only had 30 seconds to come up with an idea. Yeah. You know, nobody sees the time pressure or the briefs that we're given or the behind the scenes of it all. Like, nobody gets that. I think slowly, the public is becoming a little bit more understanding of it. But honestly, like, I think it's a great production. I think The Apprentice, and I'm not just saying this because I was on it, I think what it is life-changing, and what it is a place where people's ugly comes out, people's beauty comes out, every side of people comes out, and you really learn about human nature.
And it's always a good cross-section of like the British population in that boardroom, especially at the start, as you said, when you like look around and you're like, oh, it's like a huge range of people. And I love that. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, no, the people that are watching it are so diverse that like everywhere I go now, I feel like people might know who I am, and I like that because before my viewership was very South Asian, very like people from India, like my demographic on social media. Now, close to 90% of my followers are from the UK. And that's never happened for me because I do a lot of videos in my own language and, you know, it's a very like global audience. You know, a lot of brands will be like, yeah, you've got a bit of a global audience and we want to do a UK campaign. And now it's like, oh my God, all your followers are in the UK. And I'm like, well, that's amazing. That's what the show's done for me. So it's opened other doors as well.
And I bet half of the people who have thought about it, myself included, haven't even placed their orders yet. Like, you've spoken about how you've had like huge orders like following on from the show. I'm ready. You know, I keep getting these blemishes and these hyperpigmentation moments, and I'm like, I need to get that oil. I really need to do it because it works.
Yeah, and I think what was amazing is that in my business plan, I put the before and afters. And there was times where I said, you know, if I don't have the answers to this, like I remember Claude saying to me, like, what are these numbers? Like, they make no sense. And I said, I'm basing these predictions off 5 months of sales. I've not been in business long enough to give you predictions for the next 5 years. And it's my first time writing a business plan. I honestly, like, put your hand up and say when you don't know something. I'm here for mentorship. That's why I need Lord Sugar. I'm not here because I know it all, because then why would I need any of you?
Yeah.
I'd figure it out myself. I'd become a millionaire myself. I'm here because I don't know it all. So there's something humble about accepting that as well, and knowing that there's holes in your business plan because you're not where you want to be, and that's why you're on the show.
Absolutely. And I think sometimes that can be people's downfall on the show, like especially when you look at Dan sort of like having to make that decision about whether or not it would be like this whole piece of the puzzle or separating the two businesses out. Like, that potentially might have been the downfall in whether or not he could have made it to be alongside you in the final two.
I think a lot of people thought that Dan was a deserving finalist and that it came down to his decision. But like, me and him are in very similar boats, because both of our businesses had generated the exact amounts.
Wow.
The new business he proposed and my business that I had proposed, they'd both done around 50K, 55K in revenue.
Right.
So we were in the same boat. And I was told as well, like this in the boardroom, that what you bring is the same, but he's got a massive company to back him. And what do you have? And I was like, I don't know how to answer that question. I am me, and I have that. Like, I don't know what else to say to you. Like, I have the background, I have the social media background, I have the marketing background. I'm not going to stand here next to someone who runs a multi-million-pound business and tell you I'm any better, because I have no proof. But the proof I have is ask about me on the street and you might find out something, a thing or two.
I think you also had the proof of Dan hadn't done that well in some of the challenges, whereas you'd consistently done, like, you were always in like the top half, in my opinion, on the challenges. You really have just come here today for me to like hype you up again.
Sometimes us men don't think much about what we wear, particularly in the summer months. You find something that's not too hot, put it on and repeat until it falls apart. This episode is sponsored by Quince, and they are changing the game for men this summer. Quince makes high-quality essentials in genuinely good materials, like breathable European linen and soft organic cotton, priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They do that by working directly with ethical factories and cutting out all the middlemen. You're paying for what it actually is, not what it's been marketed as. Their European linen pants and shirts are the kind of thing you pick up as one item and end up wearing 3 times a week, starting from just $34. The tees are soft and actually fit well, and the lightweight cotton sweaters are genuinely useful when summer evenings turn on you without warning, as they tend to. And they've gone well beyond clothing. Custom upholstered sofas, ceramic cookware, premium bedding. It's become the kind of brand where you end up recommending it for everything, which is either a good sign or a sign you've become a person who recommends brands. Either way, for a man like me, the linen shirt is a game changer. You can wear it an embarrassing number of times this summer, and it never goes out of style or out of comfort. If you've been getting through summers on the same approach I used to use, then Quince is the upgrade for you. Elevate your summer wardrobe. Go to quince.com/wizardio for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/wizardio for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/wizardio.
Aside from The Apprentice, is there any sort of like maybe reality TV or like TV shows that you really love and you really enjoy?
Okay, I've always said this since I was a kid. I'm a celeb, get me out of here. There's nothing that can defeat me out in nature. Like, the only thing that could take me out is a shark or a croc. That's it. Those are my only 2 fears in this life. If I see a shark, I'm swimming the other way and I'll probably still not swim fast enough. Yep. And a croc, like, what am I going to do? Fight something that has been here since the dinosaurs? Like a prehistoric
That's
creature.
crazy,
It's
yeah.
not happening.
Mhm.
So like, but I genuinely feel like anything else, beetles, spiders, snakes, what could they put in my way that I can't fight?
Wait, would you eat all the stuff?
Mate, I eat everything anyway. Like, I'm joking. No. I see like a competitive environment, a personal challenge. I take it so seriously.
Oh my God.
Like, I want to do it. Okay, me and my man, we were in Portugal. We went there for a photo shoot and there was this cliff that we had to dive off. And it was high. Like, when I say high, it was like probably like, okay, that's not that high, like 40 feet. Which
Okay.
is quite high,
No, that's
actually. Like,
too
there's
high.
the short
Yeah.
buildings, yeah. And he looked down, like I was low and I'm climbing. And by the way, like the instructor told me, you won't be able to climb the cliff. I'm not worried about you not jumping off. I'm worried about you being able to climb up. Because if you can't climb to the top, you'll have to jump off in a place where the cliff isn't safe to jump off from. So
Right.
halfway, there's going to be like rocks coming out like this and you can't jump. But if you make it to the point of jumping, then you've got a clear landing. So he said, don't do it because I don't think you can like pull up your own body strength. And like, he said that after spending the whole day with me and having to help me on certain smaller cliffs. And I took that so personally. I was like, who do you think you're talking to? I can pull my own body weight. I wouldn't let myself get that heavy. All right, hold on. I can do this. And I did do it. And I climbed up. When I was at the top, I was absolutely like terrified. And my man was like, if you do this, nothing can ever scare you again. And he was scared of something and I was scared of something. And he said, if we do this, we're fearless.
Yeah.
What could possibly scare us? And we both jumped.
Oh my God.
And we were like unstoppable. And that was a huge confidence thing for me.
That's so brave.
For him, it was the jumping because he's scared of heights. For me, it was the climbing because there's just no way I could do that. Like climb up all those feet and like pull myself up. Like I can't even do a pull up. I've pulled myself up a mountain.
Oh my God. You really are like actually like super inspiring. Like I could never ever do any of that you just said.
But if you put yourself in a fight or flight mindset, you will find a way. It just takes for you to put yourself there. But not everything has to be a fight or flight. That's the thing, which is, I think, my negative. I make everything such a big deal and it's always fight or flight. And then it's like, well, chill out, babe. You just caught the bus. Like, I will make it a thing where if I don't catch that bus right now, my entire future is going to be destroyed. Have you never done that?
I mean, I think I'm too much of an anxious person that if I started doing that,
Yeah.
I'm already like at a 50% anxiety at all times anyway.
No, same. And then I put myself in that weird pressure where I need to do that thing. Otherwise, like, I'm a loser. And then I start doing it. It's actually not healthy.
No, that sounds like it's going to motivate you and like force you through like difficult things. But like, don't do it about the bus. Let yourself be late on the bus.
It needs to be worth it, right?
Yeah.
But like, that's why I feel like if I was on that show, I'd push myself to the limit of my human body.
I kind of want to see it now.
I kind of want to see it now.
But you wouldn't be able to bring any of your Kishkin products with
It
you.
would be a huge sacrifice.
I think you get one luxury product maybe.
Okay, I'm taking the oil.
The oil rather than the matcha.
Yes, the oil rather than the matcha. Because although the matcha would like kill whatever bacteria is on my skin,
True.
but the oil, like, I could use it to, I don't know, light a fire. I don't know.
Cook something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some kind of survival instinct will come in. But I feel that's what I would do.
I love that. I just mentioned the matcha to like, again, prove the point that I'm a big fan.
Thank you. No, I should have. I'll send you out everything. I've come straight from Lord Sugar's office, by the way. That's why I have nothing for you. But I'll send it all out. You
I
try it.
love that.
Let me know.
No, I need to purchase it from TikTok Shop. I'm sure
I'll
it's in my
send it
basket.
your way. Trust me.
Stop.
As a thank you for having me today.
Hashtag gifted. I love
Hashtag
that. Thank you so much for joining me. Before you go, we like to play a little game. And I feel like now you've pointed out to us that you have never seen The Apprentice before.
Yeah.
The game is definitely going to be Apprentice themed, isn't it, Olivia?
Yes, it is.
We're going to be on a team because I don't know what the game is, but I suspect it's going to be an Apprentice quiz, isn't it?
It is.
It is an Apprentice quiz.
Well,
I
you
thought
can help
so.
out since you're a super fan and I'm a fan of my season.
Okay.
So we usually do like against each other, but we can do it together.
Okay.
This is Masked to Your Mind.
Nice.
It's in Masked to Your Mind.
I'm Tia. Yeah,
Kofi.
that's good. That's a good joke.
Apprentice version.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you 7 questions, all based on The Apprentice.
I'm really scared I'm not going to know any of them
answer?
because
Same.
I'm bad at remembering like names, but I will be like, oh, it was that one.
Number 1. In which year did The Apprentice UK first air on television?
Wait,
I think I know this one.
okay.
You tell me.
I'm pretty sure you're the 20th winner, right?
Oh, yeah?
So it must have been 20 years ago. Or is it not 20 years ago?
I think it would be 20 and then take away COVID.
Oh yeah, so not 2006, 2005.
I'm going to say 2004, but I could be wrong. I don't know which one you want to lock in. I'll leave it to you.
Oh my God, no, that feels too much pressure, but that is good logic. Take away COVID.
Yeah.
Our answer is 2004/2005.
No, you've got to pick one.
So
That's
we're close.
so mean.
We're close.
We're close. Okay, it's one of them.
I'm going to say 2004.
Okay, 2004.
Is
It's when it filmed and then it aired in 2005. Sorry, I hadn't finished the sentence. I didn't finish
That is so valid.
Yeah.
I'll be right.
It aired in 2005.
Oh, there we go. We got it right.
So we got it. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, yeah.
Ding, 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 woo.
That was good logic. I forgot
I don't know if I
about
should do that
COVID.
one or not. Okay. What was the prize awarded to winners before it changed to a $250,000 business investment?
Do you know this one?
You know this one too.
Yeah.
Go on.
You're an apprentice. You get a job with Lord Sugar. Like you get what's the word? I can't remember what it's called.
No, that's correct. You get a job. You get a 6-figure job working with Lord Sugar.
A 6-figure job. I remember the voiceover man who does the thing.
Really?
Saying, yeah.
Working for one
It's
of
always
his
been
companies.
the same one. I love that.
What would you prefer?
Oh, I think I definitely prefer doing my own thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I feel like the whole reason I did this is because I cannot be working for a man. Like, let alone the man. Like, I cannot work for a man.
I mean, I think that's a fair assumption. But
Yeah.
Tim was like the first ever winner, right? So Tim got a job and now Tim's got another job.
Yeah.
Which
and
is...
Tim is like the best guy ever. Like, he refers to me as sis and like he prays for me. Like, I love that man.
Oh, that's so
Bless
sweet.
him.
He does seem... I'm sure Baroness Brady's nice too, but I feel like I'd want Tim following me around just for safety.
Okay, next question. Which former winner became... Actually, we're going to scrap that.
Is the answer Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just spoke
And I was
about...
like, that's not
Can we have that
gonna be
point? Because we spoke about
Fine,
it.
you can have that point.
Yeah.
The question was which former winner became an advisor?
Yeah, we know.
Tim, there you are.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. Which series had the first double winner?
I'm so competitive that I really want us to like win this quiz, even though we're not against anyone.
I don't think I can help you.
I don't remember.
I don't know the answer at all.
I'm going to give you a clue. It's kind of a trick question.
Well, I don't remember there being a double winner. Is it a UK
I've been
series?
told it happened once.
Okay.
Because in our season, they said it could happen because it has happened before. So that's the only information I have about this question.
I was worried at one point because I was like, 20th year, like maybe they'll do a double win.
But what does she mean by it's a trick question? Like, let's read
It's
into
sort of
that.
a trick question. You said it's a trick question. How can it be a trick question unless it's that one series of the Junior Apprentice that they did, which would be very rogue.
Okay, it's a trick question because they weren't technically double winners, but he invested in both of these people.
Oh, that's
okay.
kind of harsh.
There was a single winner, but he still went out of his way to invest
Correct.
in the runner-up.
Okay, instincts. I can't remember. Okay, it wouldn't have been last series because I don't think the Pizza Diva got any kind of investment from Lord Sugar. He just went straight on with the
I like that
aircon.
Pizza Diva.
I love that Pizza Diva. I also wanted her to win. I do have an aggressive bias towards women on The Apprentice. I hate it when men win. It annoys me so much. Maybe it was the year Dr. Leah.
Okay.
We're going to go Dr. Leah's year.
What series is that?
You tell me. You're asking the questions. I don't know.
It's incorrect.
Okay.
So it's series 15.
Sure.
There were 2019. This is 2019.
Okay.
There was Karina Lepore and Scarlett Allen Horton. Karina Lepore was an artisan bakery owner and she won the competition.
Yeah.
But Scarlett Allen Horton finished as a runner-up, but Lord Sugar invested in her company as well.
What was the company?
An executive recruitment firm.
Okay.
Lord Sugar loves recruitment.
No, he does. That also was like a reason I thought maybe I don't win. Because I know
really?
he loves recruitment.
Loves recruitment.
Yeah. Big one.
Who was the first female winner?
So over to you, sir. I don't know a single thing about that.
Okay, well, it's not Tim, who was the first winner. Second was this guy with glasses, I'm pretty sure, whose name I've forgotten. Something like Henry, something very Caucasian. And then I can only think of 2 female winners. No, 3, because you named another one.
It was series 2.
Okay, so the second winner was not that Caucasian man that I just said. Who would it have been? Series 2?
Look in. You need to really go back in time here.
Okay, we need to we're just regressing.
Do you want me to describe her?
No, we're all good. Maybe. I don't think I'll be able to find the name.
Michelle Dewberry.
Oh my God.
Would you have got that?
I would never have got to the name, but I now know
Blonde.
who that is. Was she tights or something? No. Underwear? No. Is that Baroness Brady?
Back in the day when she was working for Lord Sugar as a company, she had her own companies when she left, which she co-founded Like Bees, a social buying and deal aggregator platform.
Sounds great.
There you are.
I have no idea.
Anyway, last question. In what year did Alan Sugar become Lord Sugar? When did he become a lord?
That is a great question because at the start it was Sir Alan.
Yeah, it was.
And now it's Lord Sugar.
What a flex.
Of being a lord. It's kind of fierce. Lord Sugar's kind of goes
Lord
hard.
is mad.
Yeah. Baroness is kind of good though.
Baroness is such a slay.
Yeah.
I would love a Ness. I don't know what the Ness would be.
Okay. Would you rather Baroness or Lady?
I would rather Baroness.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It kind of sounds like I own a lot of land. Lady sounds like my man owns a lot of land.
You're so right. It actually does. Maybe we need Sir Tim as well, so they've all got a title.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't one of the early ones. I feel like it was partway through that it changed. Maybe Olympics, because that happened in East London. They were like, we need an East London Lord. Maybe it was 2012.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Yeah, 2012.
2009.
That's ages ago.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
But I love the idea, Tia.
Do you know what?
That makes sense.
I thought it through. We didn't get there, but...
I'm going to say you won that.
I think we did well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're not bringing us back to the boardroom.
Not bringing you back to the
Okay,
boardroom.
that's great.
You're fired.
We were.
Yeah, okay. I think that was strong.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Of course.
It's been absolutely amazing to sort of chat to you and get a little bit of insight into the world of The Apprentice.
I know. As a big fan of the show, I'll tell Lord Sugar you said hi.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
Please. And tell him I'm applying for the next series.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'll tell you what they ask in the interviews.
Oh my God. Okay, well, you need to give me the inside scoop for when I apply.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
No, thank you.